She is the star. She's the diva. She's the songbird. She provides the music.
Do we all need to embrace our inner diva? The term is often thrown around as an insult, but the diva is a figure of self-created power many of us can take inspiration from. So what qualities define the diva? She's loud. Adele, Aretha, Christina, Beyonce, these vocal divas are famed for their signature voices that go right to the back of the room. She's confident. She knows her worth and celebrates that, even when society tries to tear her down.
But I'll be there. And I would ask what I would bring, but I already know that I'm enough.
She takes up space. Divas come in all shapes and sizes, but whoever she is, she doesn't shrink into the background and takes center stage. Attention is her oxygen.
Class, in Mr. Schuster's absence, I'd like to go around and ask everyone what solos they'd like to hear me perform at sectionals.
She's demanding. The diva is not easy to please.
And make sure we have Pier 59 at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and then tell Simone I'll take Jackie if Maggie isn't available. Did DeMarchelier confirm?
This is where the diva is sometimes criticized, but using diva as an insult is often a sly, misogynistic dig at the fact that it's women or queer people who are embodying things that are typically expected of straight men.
Stop being such a diva.
I am a diva.
These days, we're seeing more nuanced takes on the trope that show the value in being loud, proud, and confident. Here's our take on why the diva has become an icon to so many people. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about all of our new videos.
Why don't we settle this the old-fashioned way? A diva off? Oh, hell to the yes.
When we think of divas, we think of loud, virtuoso vocalists who can take your breath away with one note. Originally, the term stems from Italian opera, deriving from the Italian word for deity and harking back to a time where operatic first ladies, or prima donnas, were afforded a godlike status.
I saved them.
In cultural representations of divas, we see how these incredible voices become key to unlocking success or setting someone on the path to a new, better kind of life. In burlesque, Christina Aguilera's Ally Rose is a humble small-town girl whose voice, and voice alone, is enough to catapult her to stardom.
I want to be up there. I want to do that.
Question is, do you have the talent?
I do.
Similarly, in A Star is Born, Ally's career skyrockets after her undeniable God-given talent is placed in front of a captivated audience. There's a sense that these divas are born for the spotlight, and it's only a matter of time until they find it.
They would never normally let a girl sing at one of these shows, but they always loved my voice. They used to beg me to sing.
The diva also seems to know that with great power comes great responsibility. Beyoncé, perhaps the most iconic vocal diva of our time, has transformed from pop star to political activist as her career has grown.
Our collective hearts, when put to positive action, could start the wheels of change.
One of country music's biggest divas, Dolly Parton, has also become widely appreciated for her activism, both through her Imagination Library, which gifts free books to children, and in her funding of one of the COVID vaccines.
I'm finally going to get my vaccine. I'm so excited. I've been waiting a while. I'm old enough to get it, and I'm smart enough to get it.
Historically speaking, divas have always used their voice to stand up for things, even if that part of their lives was sometimes less celebrated than their vocal prowess. Aretha Franklin was a passionate civil rights advocate, touring with Dr. Martin Luther King and once famously saying, "I know you got to disturb the peace when you can't get no peace." After the election of Donald Trump, Barbra Streisand released her first self-featured album in over a decade, one with a staunchly anti-Trump message at its core.
How do you win if we all lose?
So, the diva may have a powerful voice, but it's what she chooses to do with it that makes her so iconic. Ever wanted to get the body your inner diva deserves? Embrace your curves with this video's sponsor, Simple, a nutrition app that helps you keep track of your health and diet. Go to this video's description below and click the link and take Simple's short quiz. You'll be granted a 56% discount for the 3-month plan. Me and 10 million other users love Simple, a self-care app that makes keeping track of what you eat and how you look after yourself so easy. And don't just take my word for it. Check out the reviews in the App Store, the kind of star rating a diva could only dream of. Simple is all about intermittent fasting, an eating pattern that humans have used for centuries. Intermittent fasting is a super simple way of losing weight or sticking at your ideal weight. It's the most popular, healthy, and effective weight loss method, and it's trusted by hundreds of millions worldwide. But it's not a diet. It's not about telling you what you can and can't eat. It's all about eating in a certain window and fasting the rest of the time. It's pretty amazing. For me, it was a simple lifestyle change that totally jump-started weight loss. It worked to improve my health by enabling my metabolism to work as it was designed. And Simple makes it simple. You don't have to know anything about fasting. They'll guide you through it all. They create you a customized program, teach you all about intermittent fasting, and give a lot of different content, life hacks, and advice to make it all mindful and easy. I personally loved the fact that I got expert advice along with bespoke support and personalized guidance to help me on my path to better health. The specialists at Simple checked my eating habits and gave me amazing insights into how I could improve my daily patterns to get the most out of intermittent fasting. The best part is, if you go to this video's description and click the link and take Simple's short quiz, you'll be granted a 56% discount for the 3-month plan.
What I want from you is your voice.
The more misogynistic understanding of the diva has seen the trope become a stand-in for villainesses over the years. But such is the charisma of the diva that these characters have become iconic and beloved despite, and maybe even because of, their mesmerizing villainy. In 2012, Disney officially branded their villains as the Disney Divas of Darkness, recognizing that characters like Cruella de Vil, Ursula, Maleficent, and Mother Gothel were just as captivating as their princess heroines. Best. They've released a spate of Disney films that explicitly focus on these characters who originated as villains, while at the same time embodying attractive diva qualities like independence, confidence, strength, and attitude, all of which define the new generation of Disney heroines like Tiana, Moana, and Merida.
I'll be shooting for my own hand!
This shift has coincided with a more nuanced portrayal of the diva in pop culture at large, one which doesn't shy away from their more self-aggrandizing qualities, but also leans into why we are so entranced by them. In Abbott Elementary, when we first meet Principal Ava Coleman, it feels as if she's just out for herself and holding the school back.
Fix the outside. Inside takes care of itself. Y'all seeing this?
But as the show progresses, we see more layers to her character and the unique values that come directly from her diva attitude. In Step Class, it's immediately clear that she has a natural rapport with the kids that enables them to relax and enjoy themselves, which leads to them delivering a better performance.
I got the tacos. Now who got the tea?
And in the same episode, we find out that she actually has a difficult home life, having to act as a carer for her grandmother.
She had an episode. We couldn't calm her down and figured it would help her to see your face.
I'm here now, Grandma.
The moment gives greater dimension to her character, but what's important is the fact that it's Ava's embracing her inner diva that makes us root for her by the end of the series. We see how her charisma and charm are important skills when leveraged for good, even if she can be annoying and selfish, and clearly isn't the best candidate to be leading the school. She's also entertaining, joyful, and brings something to the school that nobody else does.
Let's get started. Ava 2, Ava 3. Oh, what?
In these ways, she reminds us of characters like High School Musical's Sharpay Evans or even Arrested Development's Lucille Bluth.
I just haven't met anybody who's not completely self-absorbed and impossible to have a conversation with.
If that's a veiled criticism about me, I won't hear it and I won't respond to it.
These characters embody extreme self-confidence, won't be held back by someone less strong, and they're endlessly entertaining, showing us just how fun and funny female characters can be without getting too hung up on judging if they're good role models.
Kelsey's got some great new ideas to spice up the talent show.
I'm thrilled. That new duet that Troy and Gabriella sang, I need it.
Can I take a picture of you for my Instagram?
No. No, of course not. Don't be pathetic.
Perhaps it's exactly because of the fact that divas operate outside of social boundaries that has made them such icons in the queer community specifically. In the case of Disney villains, historically, many of them have been very queer-coded. Ursula the Sea Witch was famously modeled on the drag queen Divine. By acting in a way that women aren't expected to act, divas challenge the status quo and imagine a world in which the cultural expectations associated with gender can start being dismantled. We see this at play in iconic 1990 documentary Paris is Burning.
Rather than have to go through prejudices about your life and your lifestyle, you can walk around comfortably
or in ballroom culture show Pose, where diva-ish behavior is an art and an act of resilience that deserves to be celebrated.
We fought for our place at this table. Now pick your jaw up off the floor and go back to your clam chowder and shallow conversations.
In RuPaul's Drag Race, we see how these divas have been celebrated through drag queens embodying them on the runway and in challenges, dramatically exaggerating the qualities that make them stand out whilst paying loving tribute to their iconic looks.
Miss Barbara Streisand. Hello, gorgeous.
This drag tradition is also played with in 30 Rock's Jenna Maroney, who ends up falling in love with the performer who does a drag performance of her, and then feeling completely betrayed when he starts performing as Cher instead. While almost everyone else sees Jenna as annoying and high maintenance, it's telling that she finds kinship in queer characters who appreciate the drama and self-assertiveness she brings to her art and life.
Jenna, why are you not at rehearsal?
My entourage says I look tired.
I'm Sasha, this is Patrice, and Master Alexei.
Killing Eve writer Luke Jennings alludes to how diva moves can likewise be empowering for cis straight women in describing the character Villanelle. Quote, clothes reflect her status and independence. She doesn't have to conform or please anyone's gaze.
I didn't know you had it in you. Good for you.
You should try this with your wife.
When divas are criticized, it's worth asking, who's doing the criticizing? Invariably, it's people who feel uncomfortable that women aren't behaving in the way they'd like.
That's Tess Tyler, the diva of Camp Rock. Is she really good? She's good at trying too hard to be good.
Now society seems to be catching up with the divas and recognizing that all the things people used to think made them self-centered, brash, and obnoxious are actually the things that make us want to see more of them and want to be in their presence. Yes, they do challenge the established order, but maybe it needs challenging. And why not look a little glamorous while doing it?
But you're not a diva because you've been a nightmare. You're a diva because you're talented and ambitious.
Oh, hi, friends. This is The Take on all of your favorite movies, TV shows, and pop culture.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And ring the bell for notifications.
We're gonna need a bigger screen.